what does it mean for a business to be mission driven? It actually means that every decision we make is colored by this. So our return on investment in Essential Foods is the well-being of your dog or your cat, and that's enough for us. Everything else that happens in this business, everything else that happens in Essential Foods happens after that. And that makes Essential Foods unique, and I believe it makes something that I hope will be a big success in Korea, as it's been in more than 20 countries in the past 6 years. So BUFF, which stands for Behavioral Optimizing Foods, is actually a brainchild of mine, which is something I'm quite proud of. So the overall concept is, as you perhaps know with children who gets a bag of candy, is that the energy level, it almost explodes, and then you'll see a rapid decline. And anyone who has been in the proximity of a child in that energy span knows it's horrible. Now, what a lot of people and what a lot of dog owners don't know, and we are trying to educate as much as we can every day, is that the effect is actually quite similar with most pet foods. And why is that? So most pet foods, because these are made by companies who are in business to make business, is that they are based on starch materials. And starch materials is just basically an overall group name for sugars, different kinds of sugars. So your typical pet food, even though it's branded, even though it's expensive, will have a large proportional percentage of starch. So in effect, what does that mean? It means that your dog's energy level after eating a meal that is starch-based will go up and then will decline. Now, from a behavioral point of view, and that was my primarily concern, is that this is not very smart in any way. The problem is the dog can't communicate this, so they needed somebody to give them that voice, and I believe I was that person. So that is the concept behind BOF. BUFF is to stabilize the blood sugar levels in the dog, and from that we will see dogs having a more balanced behavior. Now, one of the most important things about Essential Food is the very high fresh meat content we have. It's very delicate, it's extremely expensive, and it pretty much causes trouble from A to Z. But the result is the pillars that we stand on. And the reactions I've had on the taste, on the smell, just is so extraordinary that I wish everyone just for once to try and see the difference. Because I understand that a package may look alike, but what's inside really isn't in this case.